Okay, good evening to each and everyone. Um, this is our final business plan, which is ipipresent natin by next week. This is just to give you a short recap, no, for you to have a clue kung ano ang ating business plan. So we have the company logo, Mango on Stick, ang ating company name or ang name ng ating product. At saka Juicy Chill, Spicy Thrill. So yun ang ating slogan. So, di pa tayo naglagay dito ng prepared by or specific date kasi nga wala pa tayong group names and di pa rin nag-drop down ng complete names ng ating mga members. So, skip na natin to for now. So, let's proceed sa executive summary. Under executive summary, no? Ang executive summary naman is siya yung ating last na document na gagawin. But hindi pa natin to ma-finalize kasi nga this must be done pag natapos na po ang whole sale process natin. But for as of the meantime, no, for now, ito muna yung ating projected executive summary. So this document outlines the operational plan for Manga on Stick, a short-term pilot project designed to test market demand and profitability within the CDPSU campus environment. So, the product is a beloved sweet mango slices served on a stick in a convenient cup, differentiated by our signature customizable sauces. So, we have two sauces, which is yung sweet bagoong and sweet spicy bagoong. Promoted under slogan, Juicy, Chill, Spicy Thrill. The core market is 0 pesos students and faculty, targeted with a highly affordable of 10 pesos per cup point, and management is executed by a dedicated team of 7 members, since 7 lang tayo. Each assigned a specialized role from procurement to sales. The management team boasts a valuable track record with several members processing or current or past experience in running small-scale entrepreneurial ventures, which directly informs the operational strategy of Manga on Stick. So, ito po yung ating ang tawag dito, yung track record natin. Ang track record natin is it regards with the experiences ng bawat members natin. And I know, lahat tayo dito no, sa members natin, alam natin kung anong product na yan. And for sure, majority of us sa grupo is mayroon talagang experience on how to do the production of this product. Kasi nga common, Pilipino tayo, alam natin paano magtimpla ng sarili nating customized na mango on stick. So, the project is strictly financed by an initial capital of 500 pesos. The primary financial objective is to validate the concept of feasibility and achieve a high return on investment projected 300 pesos. So, we are expecting, no, the 300 pesos is yung ating profit, yung kikitain natin within a 1 to 2 days sales cycle. So, 2 days lang tayo process ng sales since projected naman natin siguro in 2 days, mauubos naman to siya agad-agad. So, company description. Ang company description naman, no? First one, we have the background test development, which is included doon sa ating format na sinanimam. So, the product was developed to capitalize the high local demand for the classic Filipino street food, mango bagoong, while offering a convenient, portable, and differentiated product to the high-traffic student market. This concept aims to minimize risk and operational complexity, making it ideal for a pilot project under a limited favorite capital. So you might be asking, why tayo nag-shift suddenly from banana bump into mango on stick? Kasi nga, first of all, super easy ang kanyang process. Hindi na tayo mag-undertake pa ng mga frying process, molding process, or even doing a lot of procedures para lang magawa yung product. So this is very simple at higit sa lahat, paborito ng mga Pilipino. So that's why nag-invest lang tayo for this type of product. which is has a 500 capital. And for sure, alam naman natin na marami din sa mga student ng ZFS yung mahilig talaga sa manga. So, we have here the financial backers. So, on the financial backers, the statement for the financial backers is that the business is entirely self-funded by the 7 group members who also serve as the management team. There are no external financial backers. So, ang financial backers are the one na magfa-fund or magbabayad for capital, no? It is no other than us. Tayo lang 7. Since 7 lang din ang members. So, we don't require any external financial backers para sa project na to. So, total initial cash natin is 500 pesos. Okay? Then yung company structure and area of responsibility, no? Ang structure natin and for this pilot project, the structure is a collective partnership where responsibilities are specialized to maximize efficiency. So everyone has a different position or area of responsibilities, no, for this project. Ito na po yung ginawa nating voting kanina. So we have it project lead manager, which is si Mr. Sean Earl Berberes. I'm sorry, ko lang ng L. And ang kanyang primary area of responsibility is yung overall coordination. Hindi ko na to itatakal down. Pwede naman to i-check doon sa file na sinend natin doon sa GC. Check nyo na lang ang mga roles nyo dito. But para mas maintindihan natin ang mga roles ng bawat isa, I guess i-explain na natin ito for a short time. So, procurement specialist, which is si Mr. Jerry Cuenca. Guys, pa-drop down na lang ng mga complete names siya dito kasi hindi pa siya kompleto ang mga names. But however, mga primary area of responsibility ng isang procurement specialist, sourcing and purchasing the freshest mangoes and bagoong at the best price. So si procurement specialist naman, siya yung taga-check ng mga mango. So siya yung unang magpa-process ng production ng ating ibebentang food. Siya yung taga-test ng mga sources or taga-hanap ng mga sources at taga-check kung fresh ba yung ating mga primary ingredients, gaya ng mango. So, ang sauce master naman, which is si Mr. Noel Kaduyak, ang kanyang primary area of responsibility is yung standardizing and ensuring the consistent quality and the flavor of sweet and sweet spicy bagoong. So siya ang bahala paano tumansya ng sauce. And the preparation lead, which is si Mr. Charles John Bukaw, no, overseeing the washing, slicing, and preparation of mangoes and packaging. So siya ang in charge doon. Then we have also the sales manager, which is si Miss Marion Sison, no, determining the optimal mobile vending location and timing, managing sales flow. So siya ang bahala doon. And also we have the sales representative cashier. Automatically alam niyo na kung anong cashier. And also the sales representative to yung vendor, which is si Mr. Norbin Ismael. Siya ang ating direct customer, siya ang ating sales representative na mag-i-interact with direct customers. O siya mismo ang lalapit sa mga customers para hikayatin sila na i-test ang ating product or bilihin ang ating product. So good luck, Kuya Norbin Ismael. Pero all of these responsibilities, no, all of this position is just for the documentary or that's just for the document lang. Pero in a personal, tulong-tulong na naman tayo lahat. This is just for organizing lang. Pero in actual, tulong-tulong lang tayo lahat. Lusutan lang natin yan. I-MML lang natin yung part na to. So shareholders investment breakdown. We have it here. Ito yung total investment natin or yung total na babayaran natin per head para sa ating initial capital. So we have here 71.43 pesos pero we would assume this as 72 pesos na lang kasi hindi naman talaga tayo nag-ano, 'di ba? Nag-require ng centavos talaga. Dapat talaga peso na talaga 'yan eh. So 72 pesos na lang 'to, i-assume natin. So that's a total of 14% or 15% approximate. So let's move to the product and services. So under product and service, we have the product, which is yung manga on stick or mango on stick. So ang kanyang description, no? It is a fresh, tender mango slices, green or ripe, served on short wooden skewers or sticks, placed inside a plastic cup for easy consumption and dipping. Yan ang description ng ating product. So flavor offerings. Ano ba ang flavor niya? We have 1, sweet bagoong, and 2, sweet spicy bagoong. What are the benefits? The benefits, it provides a convenient, nostalgic, and tailored flavor experience that stands out from generic campus snacks. So yun ang benefit ng ating product. Unique selling point. What does makes it unique from other product? So the pairing of fresh juice mango, no, with a customizable choice of our signature bagoong sauce, sweet or sweet spicy. Sa atin kasi, unique selling point natin is meron tayong customizable choice ng bagoong sauce, which is yung sweet and yung spicy. So may freedom ang ating customer na mag-choose kung ano ang gusto nilang type of sausage. Kasi may iba kasing mga student na hindi mahilig sa manghang. And may iba din na mahilig sa manghang. That's why we had these two choices. So, advantages to customers. The product is affordable, 10 pesos per cup, convenient cup format, and offers an authentic Filipino flavor with a choice of spice level. So, yun ang advantages sa customers. Kasi nga, binaba natin siya ng 10 pesos wherein supposedly dapat 15 pesos so siya. Pag 15 pesos kasi double double income na kasi tayo. But we lowered it down approximately for 10 pesos para affordable siya and mas mabilis ang ating selling procedure. So disadvantage or weak points. Ano ba ang weak points ng ating product? The fresh mango has a high perishability rate. So, requiring rapid sales and careful inventory management. High perishability rate means madali siyang ma-perish or madali siyang mabulok. So, that's why it requires a rapid sale or dapat mabilisan ng benta para hindi siya mabulok. Pero, sa experience naman natin is naglalas naman siya for the whole day bago siya mabulok. Hindi ba? So, long-term aim for the business. We have the long-term aim for this pilot is to successfully validate the business concept's profitability by operating strictly within the 500 pesos capital limit and achieving a significant return on investment within the short operational time frame. So yun ang ating long-term aim for the business. Hindi naman po talaga tayo nag-require for long-term aim ng business natin kasi nga this is just a 500 peso capital, no? We don't plan or we don't aim to expand it within that 500 pesos capital at wala naman tayong plano or balak na gawin siyang lifetime business since this is just a 500 pesos capital challenge. So, move on tayo sa objectives ng ating product. To successfully launch and operate the mobile vending of manga stick within the ZPSU area. Yan ang objectives natin. To sell enough cups to recover the initial 500 pesos capital plus the contingency fund and generate a profit. Also the third one, to maintain a highly competitive price of 10 pesos per cup while achieving a profitable margin. So those are the objectives of our product. Now let's go sa SWOT analysis. Sa SWOT analysis, first we have yung strengths. Sa strengths naman, we have the affordability, no? Affordability. So, low 10 price point is deal for the student market. So, yun ang ating unang focus. Kaya nang sabi ko kanina, supposedly dapat 15 pesos to siya, but nilower natin to siya for 10 pesos price para mas ideal price point siya sa mga student market. Kasi nga, aminin na natin, majority of us is gusto talaga ng mura pero sulit. That's why nilagyan natin ng 10 pesos price point. Anyway, 10 pesos is still has a profitable margin or may kikitain pa rin tayo sa 10 pesos price point. So we have also advantage ng strength natin, we also have customization. Customization has two flavor options which is yung sweet and spicy. Nag-increase siya ng market appeal kasi nga meron tayong choices. So mas mapapaakit na ng mga customers natin. So also we have high demand. Mango bagoong is a widely popular, authentic Filipino treat. Alam naman natin basta Pinoy, mahilig tayo sa ganyang klaseng mga pagkain. So weakness. What are the weaknesses of our product? Number one is small capital. We only have 500 peso limits inventory size and purchasing power. So we cannot exceed or tumaas pa from that 500 peso capital. So ito lang talaga ang pwede natin gamitin. Ang 500 peso lang talaga. So it's depend on us paano natin gagamitin tong 500 peso for our product. Next one, we have the perishability. Kanina, mangoes must be sold quickly due to their short shelf life. Meron nga limited fresh era ang mangga. 'Di ba? For the whole day ay hindi siya nagme-maintain as fresh for the whole day. Kasi nga nabubulok din siya. So opportunities, we have the target market, large captive market of CPSU students, and faculty provides high traffic. Alam naman natin na CPSU is a school that is full of students. So it is a good place na rin para doon tayo magbenta ng ating product. And also since it is the only required place or primary place na pwede tayong magbenta. So mobile strategy. Anong strategy natin? We have the mobile strategy or ability to move high traffic campus areas during peak hours. So mobile strategy ang ating kinuha kasi nga when it talks about mobile strategy, we are talking about the roaming around the campus. Yun ang ating strategy. Hindi tayo ano ba tawag dito? Hindi tayo magsaset ng permanent place sa area natin. Kasi nga, mas maganda if mag-roam tayo around the campus for fast and easy process. So, threats. Ano bang threats natin? We also have competition. Competition or other existing snack or vendor nearby or simply sa canteen. There are also competitors doon. Minsan nga, may kita tayong magbibenta ng ano, di ba? Ng mga mangga doon. But seldomly naman. Hindi naman siya madalas. But however, there are still vendors out there. So price volatility. Unexpected increase in the cost of mangoes or bagoong. Ang ating kasi mga main ingredients, which is yung mangga at saka yung bagoong, their price doesn't stay permanently. Nag-change siya constantly. Tumataas, bumababa. And also we have the market analysis. Market analysis, first one we have under market analysis is yung target market. So, under sa target market, meron tayong primary market. Ang ating primary market is yung Zamboanga Peninsula Polytechnic State University students or high volume budget conscious consumers. So, mga estudyante ang ating primary market. Secondary market is yung mga faculty and staff. And third is yung local communities. So, let's move on sa market size and value. So, under market size and value, the immediate target market, the CPSU campus population, is estimated to be around 14,000 individuals based on the reported 13,682 students enrolled in semester year of 21 to 22. So wala tayong update for the latest year or yung current year ngayon, but we expected that around 14,000 individuals is already enough para sa ating business or para sa ating target market. They are more than qualified numbers para sa ating business. So it is reported of year 21-22, and we expected it to be mas dumadami pa. Kasi nga, some reports says that they are now exceeding up to 15,000 nata. Kasi dumadami ang population nila ngayon sa ating school. So this high volume, captive markets provides a significant customer base requiring only a small fraction of the total population to meet the pilot project sales goals. At a 10 price point, this large market ensures high visibility and opportunity test profitability. So it is a perfect place para mag-test if makakuha tayo ng profit sa ating business. Perfect place. So we have also the profile of competitors. Under profile of competitors, no, for those na di nakakalam, what is profile of competitors? Ito yung information about sa ating mga pang profile ng mga competitors natin ay yung mga companies na mayroong kaparehas sa ating product or mga kakompetensya natin sa school. So, we have two primary groups. Number one is yung general canteen and stalls and local vendors nearby. This includes the general university cafeteria, stalls offering hot meals and packaged snacks, and local street foods vendors. Near the parameter selling deep fried items. Their core focus is not fresh fruit or specialty items. Kahit hindi siya directly parehas sa product natin, however, nagbebenta pa din sila ng other type of snacks na can be much more worth it than just our product. So, number two, direct but seldom. Ito na yung number one competitor natin, which is yung Fastnet Stall. I think alam nyo kung saan ito nakalocate, di ba? It is located sa Canteen Lot 1 near the NSTP office. This stall offers manga or mango but seldomly selling. Parang ano to siya, nasa canteen to siya tapos second to the last. May kita kayo kung saan nagabenta ata ng mga donuts. Parang donata. May nakita tayo doon nagabenta ng mga mangga. But competitive advantage natin doon, no? Well, is the consistency. Our business model guarantees mango on stick will be available during all hours of operation. So, unlike the consistent supply from the direct competitor. Sa kanila kasi, sa stores nila, which is yung ating competitor, madaling maubos yung kanilang product. But, pag naubos na yun, during those weekdays ng mga classes, hindi sila permanent or everyday talaga nakaka-maintain ng supply ng mangga. So, as we observed doon no, sa canteen, seldom yan siguro mga 2 or 3 days lang sila nakakabenta ng mangga. And other than that, di sila nakapagbenta sila ng ibang product pero hindi yung mangga kasi nga limited lang, nauubusan sila. So, our competitive advantage doon is yung consistency. Kasi nga while we still have that 500 capital, we can still supply more product for that 500 pesos capital. So, customization. Our also second competitive advantage. We offer unique, specialized product format on a stick in a cup, no? With a choice of signature sweet and spicy bagong sauces, elevating the experience beyond a standard sliced mango offering. So as what you observed doon sa canteen, no? Wala silang customizable sauces, which is yung isa lang talaga ang sauce nila doon. That's one of our advantage dito. So we have the value proposition. We are positioned as the dedicated, reliable, and specialty provider of this high-demand snack. Ang part na to kasi, itong value proposition natin, nakadepende to kay sauce master natin. If magustuhan ng majority ng mga customers natin ang sauce na ginawa ng ating sauce master, then we can be considered as the reliable and specialty provider na snack under that type of business sa school. If ever man, sana galingan mo. Ano ba to? Yung ating sauce master. Galingan mo sana. Okay. So, let's move on sa marketing and sales strategy. Sa ating marketing strategy, we have brand positioning. So, brand positioning is an affordable, exciting twist on a classic Filipino street food now with a choice of sauce. Yan ang, kumbaga, ano ba to, yung recap para sa ating product. Slogan. Yung sa iba slogan sa ating product, which is yung juicy, chill, and spicy thrill. Sa promotion strategy, we have the mobile vending as the core strategy, allowing us to bring product directly to high traffic areas during peak hours. So that's why mobile vending po ang ating piniling promotion strategy sa pag-promote ng ating product para mabilisan maubos ang ating sales. So, let's move on sa sales strategy. Road to market, direct sales via simple portable vending setup. So sa ating sales strategy, we use route to market, no? Wherein ang route to market isa siyang direct sales and a simple setup lang ng vending. Kaya nga gumamit tayo ng isang portable vending setup or pwede nang to simplified, just a simple transparent container. Portable setup na siya. Ang focus naman natin is that to maximize sales volume quickly during peak university hours to capitalize on fresh inventory. That's why we choose the road to market or yung direct sales para ma-sales natin siya or mabenta natin siya agad-agad within its fresh time. Habang fresh pang ating product. So, pricing strategy. We have it here. Yung pricing strategy. It is first one, have the price positioning. Under price positioning, we have 10 pesos cup per serving. That is our estimated price. This highly competitive, budget-friendly price point is designed to guarantee quick turnover and mass appeal. Kasi nga, pag mura, sulit, siguradong mapapabili sila. And we have the management and staffing, which is yung pinag-usapan natin kanina. Under management team, which is the first subtopics under management and staffing, no? The business will be jointly managed with a group who will equally share the responsibility and the profits based on their assigned roles. So, tayo-tayo lang syempre ang magmamanage dito sa part na to. So, under the staffing, we have current staffing, which is yung current organization natin. The business relies on 7 specialized non-paid position filled by the group members for the pilot phase. So, sa current staffing natin ngayon, or yung current position natin ngayon for the business as of this moment, no? The business relies on 7 specialized non-paid positions. Wala pa naman tayong paswelduhan dito sa ating business since this is just a 500 capital. We're not aiming to create a huge or larger company out of this product kasi this is just a challenge of 500 pesos. So, key skills required para sa ating positions. So, we have first one, yung project lead or simplified yung manager natin, which is si Sean Elberberes ata. So, ang required for the that type of position is yung strong organizational, budgeting, and conflict resolution skills. So, Sean Earl, dapat ma-apply mo tong mga skills na to, but we are not really gonna dive deeper into that kasi this just for documentary part. Pero in actual, tulong-tulong naman tayo lahat. So under the procurement specialist, this is number 2 sa atin. I think si Cuenca Joy yata to. So yung mga required skills para sa kanyang position is yung negotiation skill, and keen knowledge of fresh produce quality. Kasi nga, kayo ang mag-check and magde-determine if ever ba ang product is fresh o yung raw material o yung main ingredient na bibilihin natin sa isang supplier is fresh pa siya. So we also have the sauce master preparation need, which is position ni Kuya Noel ata. So, strict adherence to hygiene standards and recipe consistency. Siya nang bahala magtatansya ng sauce dyan. And also the sales manager representatives. Energetic customer service and quick cash handling proficiency. Yan ang required sa manager representatives or sales representative. For future growth naman, no? For future growth natin, this is just an optional part kasi nga uh, wala naman talaga tayong balak na expand tong business na to. Kasi this is just for a 500 capital and hindi natin i-exceed pa or mag-invest more than 500 pesos capital. So we have the second one, which is yung ating organizational chart. Dito naman sa ating organizational chart, no? We have manager, which is Senior Beverage, the procurement specialist, source master, sales manager, preparation lead, SR1 and SR2. So, check na lang yan sa document. Now, we have the training plans. Okay. So, training plans naman, training is informal and highly focused on quality control. It involves on-the-job training and standardized documentation for preparation. So, ang ating training is informal lang siya. When we talk about informal training, kasi isa siyang type of training na kung saan wala tayong standard rules or measurement upon making this type of business. Kasi nga, alam na natin na mangga lang yan, mangga business lang yan. Tansya-tansyada lang at kanya-kanyang taste pa na tayo magtansya ng sausage niyan. Wala naman talagang proper measurement kung ilang cups ba, or ilang spoon ba, or ilang measurement ba ng mga ingredients na kailangan ilagay para makuha yung exact taste. Depende lang yan sa panlasa natin mga Pinoy. So, I also have the preparation consistency. The preparation lead will train all members on maintaining uniform mango slicing and ensuring the proper use of protective gear. I guess si Charles dyan nata itong naka-sign dito, but during the process, no, tulong-tulong naman tayo dito lahat. So, skip na lang muna natin yan. Okay, sauce quality. The sauce master will conduct a taste session prior to the sales day to ensure all team members can confirm the distinct flavor profiles of the two sauces consistent. So before tayo mag-launch ng ating product or mag-sell ng ating product sa university natin or sa any type of areas, we must ensure also yung lasa ng sauce and the overall taste of our product before natin siya launch. So makakonduct tayo ng free test session muna sa mga members. If okay na ba ang lasa, then we can proceed to selling strategy or sa sale process na sa ating school. So, sales training. So, sales staff will be coached on effective verbal promotion using the Juicy Thrill, Spicy Thrill slogan. Juicy Chill, Spicy Thrill slogan. And accurate cash handling. So, that's not important. So, proceed na tayo sa recruitment. Actually, this is also an optional one kasi nga wala naman tayong balak mag-recruit kasi wala naman tayong balak na expand ang ating company since this is just for 500 pesos capital. But anyway, itataka na lang natin to just in case kakailanganin to kasi nasa requirement to doon sa format template na binigay ni ma'am sa atin. So, policy. Future recruitment will prioritize candidates who demonstrate strict adherence to food hygiene standards, strong people skills, and reliability. Now, the process naman, the new staff or sales assistant will be hired through a simplified process involving a short, informal interview focused on attitude and availability, followed by a brief paid trial shift to assess the performance and fit within the team structure. So, for recruitment lang naman to. Kung may mag-apply, wala naman tayong balak mag-hire ng more employees sa very near future. Kasi nga, we don't have any plans to expand this project. So operation. Under operation, we have the product processing or production process. So first one, mag-start ang ating production sa purchasing. So under the purchasing, no, the procurement specialist or sino man yang si procurement specialist, I think si ano ata to, Charles John ata. Okay, the procurement specialist secures fresh, quality mangoes, and bagong from local market vendors. Purchases are made on the monitoring of the sales operation to guarantee optimal freshness. So, to simplify, mag-start ang ating production operation by simply searching for fresh mangoes and bagoong. So, sa preparation naman, no, the preparation need overseas washing and slicing of mangoes into uniform portions. The sauce master ensures sauce consistency. All preparation strictly adheres to food safety and hygiene practices. So, in preparation naman, dito natin gagawin yung slicing, washing, and production para sa ating mango. And also the packaging. Sa packaging naman, we prepare the mango slices and places into short wooden skewers and then secured inside the plastic cup. Yun ang kanyang packaging. So premises. In premises, no, operations are fully mobile and location flexible. When we say location flexible, it means we can be in any type of specific areas under the ZPSU campus, meaning to say we can go anywhere we can, or we can go anywhere, any places within the campus. No fixed commercial premises are required. So we don't have to uh, mag-allocate o mag-relocate pa ng maglagay pa ng permanent location para sa ating product kasi nga mobile vending tayo or mag-roaming around the campus. So allowing the team to roam high traffic areas on campus for maximum exposure in sales opportunities. So, plant and equipment. So essential equipment includes knives, cutting boards, food grade gloves, a permanent inserted container for keeping the mango cool, or simplified lalagyan lang, and a secondary ordinary plastic containers used for convenient product exposure and display while vending. That's why it's very crucial kung gagamit na lang tayo ng transparent na um, container para makita yung ating product. So IT requirements, ano ba ang connection ng ating field dito sa ating business? So IT requirements are minimal lang. Di naman talaga kailangan mga deep IT skills dito sa ating business. So team members use personal smartphones for communication, inventory tracking, and managing real-time sales performance and location coordination. So yun lang naman ng IT skills required sa ating business. We just only need posting on social media, kung saan ang ating current location, and also online communication din sa ibang customers. If merong gustong mag-order online within the campus lang. So, transport. So, transport involves using personal means. Backpacks, carrying by hand to bring the ingredients and the lightweight container. So, transport is that paano natin dadalhin yung ating mga equipments o yung ating mga gagamitin for the business. But, nilagay natin dito is minisas ko natin siya dadalhin. Kaya nga, yan ang sabi ni Ma'am is dapat yung production sa school lang din gawin. Pero lulusot na dito. Maghanap lang tayo ng bahay. Or kaninong bahay pwede magawa ng production. And dalhin na lang sa school yung finished product na lang. Okay, so suppliers and compliance. This is the next one we have to tackle. Suppliers. So ang suppliers natin is yung primary suppliers, yung local fresh market vendors for mangoes and bagoong. Marami naman to sa ating areas. So maghanap lang tayo ng suppliers natin dyan. Insurance and regulatory obligations. As a short-term, self-funded pilot project, no? The business does not carry commercial insurance. To mitigate risk, all team members are trained on strict adherence to food safety and hygiene protocols and comply with university vending regulations while roaming. So, di naman katanangan ng commercial insurance kasi hindi naman tayo talaga as in professional company. We're not trying to make a company here. Gumagawa lang tayo ng small business. So, there's no need to make some commercial insurance. To mitigate risk, no, all team members are trained in strict adherence. Let's assume na lahat naman tayo, alam naman natin paano yung mga safety protocols during the process or making the product. So, financial projection key assumptions. So, target selling price natin, we have the 10 peso per cup, which is yung ating suggested pricing sa bawat cup. So, cost per cup, o yung target natin, we assumed the total cost of materials and packaging per 10 peso cup will be at 6 to achieve a profitable margin. So, we're expecting the capital per cup is 60 pesos. 60 pesos, 6 pesos lang pala, sorry. So, it's 6 pesos capital per cup. So, sales target. We aim to produce and sell approximately 70 to 80 cups from the initial inventory. So, we are expecting sa ating 500 pesos capital na mag-gain tayo ng or makakaproduce tayo ng 70 to 80 cups na mga mango on stick. But since 70 to 80 cups man ang ating estimated na pwede ma-produce, so nilagay natin na 75 na lang kasi nasa mid-range siya ng 70 to 80. So business duration or yung simplified, ilang months or ilang days or ilang weeks ba ang duration ng business. So this is a short-term project to be executed within 1 to 2 day sales cycle. So test market demand and minimize spoilage. So 2 days lang talaga ang business duration natin since madali naman siguro itong tapusin within 2 days lang. So we have the profit and loss statement. Profit and loss statement, we have 1 to 2 day cycle. No? I-explain natin dito para natin na-compute to. So, let's tackle first sa income. Income is part of profit and loss statement. So, yung income, we have the sales target. Ang sales target natin is, we're expecting it to have at least 75 cups, which is nasa range siya ng 70 to 80 cups, diba? So, piliin natin is, let's assume na 75 cups ang pwede natin i-produce. So, 75 cups times 10 pesos capital, 10 pesos pricing, no? Ang kanyang overall outcome is 750 pesos. So, 750 pesos, yun ang ating total income. So, doon naman tayo sa cost of goods sold. So, on the cost of goods sold, we have the material or raw materials and packaging. Kasama na to lahat-lahat. So 75 cups times 6 pesos. Yung 6 pesos, ito yung ating capital. So 6 pesos is the capital. Diyan na ko lahat ng ating materials na ginamit and also the ingredients. So that's under 600 pesos capital. So 75 cups times 6 pesos pala is 450 pesos. Pag it times siya, 75 cups times 6 pesos capital is 450 pesos. So, ano ang profit margin natin dyan? Or how many is the profit margin per cup? Or magkano yung kikitain natin per cup if gagawa tayo? So, we're expecting it approximately of 4 pesos. Since 6 pesos ang capital natin, so kung isa-sell natin siya for 10 pesos, we're expecting na kumita ng 4 pesos at least per cup. Diba? So, paano natin makukuha ang outcome ng 4 pesos na to? So, we just subtracted, no, yung income and yung cost goods, which is yung number 1 minus number 2, or yung income minus cost of goods. So, ito yung kanyang explanation. Okay, lang. Okay, so 75 cups times 4. Ito yung ating cups, no? Or yung ating patay lagot na sa. So 75 cups times 4 pesos or times 4 income, which is income natin is 4. It is approximate of 300 pesos. Yun ang ating income. Or simplified, no? 750 pesos, which is yung ating sales target, minus 450 pesos, which is yung ating capital. So, pag yung minus natin yan, it is totally of 300 pesos lang din, syempre. So, that's our profitable margin. So, we're expecting this 300 pesos, no, as our profit or as our kikitain sa ating business. So, contingency fund. Let's assume na dito nagamit yung contingency fund pala. So, operating expenses. We also have the salaries, wages, rent, or yung magkano yung pasweldo natin sa ating business. So, di naman tayo magpapasweldo dito kasi di naman tayo magagawa ng official company talaga. Wala naman tayong pasweldohan dito. So, net profit before tax is 300 pesos. So, yun ang ating finalized na income or total net profit natin. Okay, next one, we have the cash flow projection. Okay, so here's a part ng ating cash flow projection, no? Siyempre, ipipresent naman natin to doon sa ating presentation. So, let's talk about the cash inflow. Cash inflow yung ating total required na budgetary requirements during the process of making this business, o yung total na kailangan natin i-cash in doon sa ating business or invest doon sa business. So we first have the initial investment. Okay? Initial investment or funded by the group, which is yung 500 pesos. Funded by us, pera natin yan. So project sales revenue or yung ating projected sales revenue or magkano ba or ilang pieces ang pwede natin magawa sa business na to. So, we are targeting of 75 cups sold. Let's assume na nakasold tayo ng 75 cups. That is total of 750 pesos for the 75 cups. So, ang total cash inflow natin is isa-subtract, addition pa natin siya. So, i-add natin siya, 500 plus 70 pesos is 1,250. And cash outflow naman, we have raw materials and packaging costs. Okay, move tayo sa ating raw materials and packaging cost. We have the initial purchase of 350 pesos plus 100 pesos. 350 pesos, ito yung mga raw materials natin. And yung 100 pesos naman, this is our yung mga packaging natin. Yung mga plastic cups and other expenses. So that's 450 pesos total. And yung contingency fund usage, no? Let's assume na hindi natin nagamit yung contingency fund. So let's assume na zero lang dito nakalagay. So we have the cash outflow, no? Or total cash outflow natin is 450 pesos lang. So ang cash position natin is isa-subtract natin itong A and B or yung simplified na cash inflow and yung ating cash outflow. So, total cash remaining, if we try to subtract 450 pesos, no, minus 1,250 pesos, is a total of 800 pesos. So, we are expecting na ito yung lalabas na total sales natin or total net cash position. Okay? So, we have also the funding requirements. Wherein dito natin ilalagay yung estimated cost or yung detailed budgetary requirements. So, total funding requirements, we have 500 pesos, which is yung ating initial na investment. Okay? So, source of funding, it is funded by group members or tayo na nag-fund doon. Siyempre, pera natin yan. So, we have here the items, raw materials, and the calculation. I will not dive deeper into this. I-check nyo lang to sa document. Since, ano lang naman yun? Budgetary requirements lang naman yun. So, we have the risk analysis. Ano ba risk analysis dito? O yung mga risk or possible na risk na pwede natin ma-encounter during, upon doing this business. So, under sa operational risk, meron tayong first risk natin. Operational risk pala, ito yung mga risk na pwede nating ma-encounter during operation or during pag-process ng ating product. So, first risk natin is yung mango perishability and spoilage. Kasi nga, meron limitation yung ang ating primary ingredient. Nabubulok siya, hindi siya na-maintain fresh for the forever, no? Siguro mga 8 hours or 20 hours ang kanyang freshness. So, mitigation or solution. Ano bang solution dyan? The operation is planned for a short, concentrated 1 to 2 day sales cycle. So mangoes will be purchased and prepared on the same day as the sale and kept cool during vending. That's why we estimated this for we just put limitation for only 2 days. Kasi nga nabubulok po ang ating main ingredients. Sa hindi naman kung bibili tayo ng aswan, tapos within the 2 days lang mabubulok na siya agad-agad. So it needs a rapid sales strategy para mabilis siya maubos. So mangoes will be purchased and prepared on the same day. So typically talaga ang production nito is early in the morning and kept cool during vending. That's why we need a transparent or simplified container para ma-maintain ang freshness ng ating um, product. So risk, sauce inconsistency, another second risk naman. Sauce inconsistency, alam naman natin na wala tayong proper measurement upon making sauce. Parang sarili ng tansya lang to, this by our um, sauce master. So, any type of sauce may still vary. Lahat naman ng sauces is hindi siya pare-parehas ng lasa. Ano man ang different stores or different companies, they offer different taste of sauce. So, sauce inconsistency, sa paggawa natin ng sauce, hindi naman siya specifically same ang matitikman natin na sauce. Like, ang sauce natin is parang parehas sa siya sauce ng dun sa kantino. That is completely different. So, sauce inconsistency, maaring hindi manatili ang lasa ng ating sauce. So, ang solution natin dyan? So, it's standardized recipe. A small, consistent batch of each sauce, sweet and spicy sweet, will be prepared and tested before sales begin to ensure quality control. So, if ever man na magkaroon tayo ng sauce inconsistency, we will always conduct a free test muna or taste if yung sauce natin is okay siya. So, commercial risk. Also, under the commercial risk, we have competition and price wars. So, ano ba tong competition and price wars? Sabi ko nga kanina is meron tayong ibang competitors na nasa loob ng campus. First of all, yung nasa canteen. And pangalawa is meron din ibang mga vendors na naglalako ng same product sa atin. So, what is the result? What is the resolution for this? So, we have focus the unique competitive advantage and use appealing visual presentation to attract customers. That's why mangangailangan tayo ng transparent na mga containers para naman makita na yung visual appearance ng ating product. Maybe it could be a major difference from other type of businesses. So, also, meron tayong risk for unfavorable raw material or cost fluctuation. So, cost fluctuation, ito yung changes of prices sa mga raw materials natin, especially sa mga main ingredient natin. Gaya ng mangga and bagoong. Kasi nga yung mangga at bagoong, constant siya, constant change talaga yung kanyang price. Ibig sabihin, nagbabago siya weekly or minsan daily, depende sa supplies. Since perishable talaga yung gantong type of ingredient. So the 50 contingency fund, no, is allocated to absorb minor increases. If major price spikes occur, product portions may be slightly adjusted to maintain the 10 pesos selling price. So that's why nag-set tayo ng contingency fund. Just in case baka tumaas ang mga prices, we have contingency fund para mabigyan ng solution ang ganitong mga risk. So ang external risk naman, we have adverse weather condition. Okay, so ano ang ating solution for that? We have flexibility. Or sales will be scheduled for period with dedicated fair weather. And a mobile setup allows for quick relocation to covered areas if necessary. Kasi ang ginagawa kasi ating product especially kasi um, let's let's accept the fact that majority ng mga tao is kinakain lang ganitong klaseng product using during summer, di ba? Pag kasi sa mga rainy season, hindi sila masyado bumibili ng ganitong klaseng product. So, it is also important na magpipredict muna tayo ng fair weather. If kailan natin siya pwedeng or kailan natin pwede start ang production for a specific day kung saan walang unnecessary or problems sa weather natin. So appendices, this is to be followed na lang. Kasi nire-require natin dito yung curriculum vitae or yung CV. So everyone, please kindly drop your curriculum vitae if every month, certificates for relevant training courses, copies of lease for any business premises you're renting. Wala naman tayong list for any business premises. Hindi naman tayo mag-renta ng lugar kasi nga mag-roaming lang tayo around the school. Any data from market research that you have done. This to be followed na lang. Financial forecast documents, cash flow forecast, profit and loss account, and balance sheet if relevant. So, to be followed lang din to. And purchasing business that is order trading. Include financial statements for that business. So, yan no muna for no. And also, required sa atin yung screenshot ng online meeting or discussion. That's why we always encourage everyone na please participate and join us sa ating group discussions na will be held on Monday or simplified kahit sa mga chat lang. Please cooperate lang. Kasi i-screenshot natin to for our documentary part ng ating business. So other than that, ito lang muna for no. Lahat. This is the detailed business plan. So regarding naman sa business pitch, we'll wait for Sir Noel Kaduyak since siya lang ang gagawa ng business pitch natin. And that will also be discussed during sa ating face-to-face group discussion. It is very important na mag-conduct tayo ng face-to-face discussion regarding with this activity kasi hindi po ito isang simple presentation lang. This is our final requirement. If hindi tayo papasa dito, then we are sorry for our members, but we are expecting na makaka-receive tayo ng mababang grades if everyday tayo pumasa dito. That's why we encourage everyone to please participate and do your best with this activity. So, kaya lang natin to. So, if you have any further questions, just drop down and we'll guide everyone as we also conduct the group discussion on Monday. So, that's all everyone. Thank you so much.